I want to go back to your statement about the White House saying that the president, once making the decision, must be explicit about it with the public, and he should stake his political career. You further added that's one of the things on your mind. What's your message there to the White House? What are you saying specifically, and what does staking his political career on it look like to you?
Well, this is presumptuous for me to point out to the president how he ought to maintain his political career.
But you've watched a lot of presidents over the years.
This is what I'm doing, though, in a way. I would say that this president has, for this matter, two things that he needs to get right. One of which is to stabilize our own economy, to turn around, if he's going to turn around curves, the job curve, so that we're not heading toward 10% plus through most of his term, and likewise to stabilize growth in small business and confidence of Americans in our own economy and our own ability to grow. That's job one. But job two is we're in a war. We're in a war in which Americans are losing their lives, in which tens of billions of dollars are being appropriated and then reappropriated in special appropriations at a time in which we're running a deficit of $1.4 trillion last year, and that much predicted for this year, and all sorts of ominous signs. How long can this go on? Well, it's about not as long as some people may think. This is why I've been criticized, or I have criticized the president for instituting a large health care reform, for going into cap and trade in the climate change business, for a whole lot of other things which are important in this world and important to Americans, but I think virtually impossible to do on top of the budgetary stresses and the economic crisis that we have as Americans. Now, the president might disagree. He might say, this is what I came to office for. I inherited the war. I didn't really start one. And he said, however, Afghanistan is a war of necessity. Well, what does that mean? Well, I'm not sure what it means. The president's going to have to define that, I believe. And the president may say, this economy I inherited from the Bush administration. I didn't create all this dilemma. Well, fair enough, but it's his responsibility. If he doesn't get the economy and the war right, the rest really won't work either, I think, politically. I think he has a chance for success on both grounds. And as a matter of fact, I think most Americans would like to be helpful in a bipartisan way in those areas. So this is why this is a critical decision for the president. He has to show staying power. He has to show, first of all, that he knows what the war is about now, that it's his war, and that he is, in fact, going to have success. But as Sylvia asked, what is success? I'm saying it is not nation building. It's not turning the whole situation around in Afghanistan. It is stability, so that there is, along with the work we're doing in Pakistan, the possibility of better security for our country and for the world.